It seems like just yesterday I was waiting in a cold November 2013 line to pick up my PlayStation 4. At the time, I was still in college and I should have been studying for my upcoming trigonometry exam, though I elected that video games were far more important, and I almost failed that class. So looking back, that was probably not the best decision, but in either case, I have no regrets. Believe it or not, this month marks the 6-year anniversary of that fateful day, and we are now anticipating the next generation of hardware in the form of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Scarlet. For Final Fantasy XIV players who actively play the game on PlayStation 4, you may be playing the game on PlayStation 5 instead. During Final Fantasy XIV FanFest, which was held in London, Naoki Yoshida announced that Final Fantasy XIV is seemingly coming to the next generation of hardware, a statement that Square Enix would retract and reframe just hours after it was announced. According to a WCCF tech writer who was in attendance at the event, the news was delivered by Yoshida himself after taking the stage to hand out raffle prizes, with the top prize being a Final Fantasy XIV branded PS4. Yoshida began talking on stage and expressed that he hoped that he would be returning to the event next year, and that his team is currently working hard to make Final Fantasy XIV for PlayStation 5 a reality. Within minutes of this breaking news, Square Enix messaged every media outlet to supposedly clarify that this was meant to be an expression of hope that one day Final Fantasy XIV would be available on PlayStation 5. And honestly, let's just be real here. More than likely, the PlayStation 5 version is already in development. It's been publicly known information since April that Yoshida's business division has PlayStation 5 development kits and are actively working on a title for the next generation. While it's believed that that title doesn't have anything to do with Final Fantasy XIV directly, I would be very hard pressed to believe his team isn't doing anything for Final Fantasy XIV with regards to porting the game to PlayStation 5. After all, if they want to keep this game long running, it needs to run on the new hardware. I remember trying the PlayStation 3 version of this game when it first came out near the end of its life cycle. Though the PS3 version was as ugly as you could possibly imagine, soon after the PlayStation 4 version was released, and you were able to upgrade to the PS4 version free of charge for a limited time. And thank God, as the PlayStation 4 version runs much better. And the inevitable PlayStation 5 version will probably run even better than that. And hopefully they will offer the same type of free upgrade program for PlayStation 4 users. If the game does end up coming to PlayStation 5, however, it could present a unique opportunity for the game to refresh its graphics. While the game has gorgeous art direction and environment design, there's still a lot of minor graphical flaws. For example, hair textures are painfully low resolution. Anytime the camera zooms in on them, which it often does during cutscenes, you are made painfully aware. Not to mention a number of clipping issues. Let's just be fair, however. This game was designed so that it would at least run on the PlayStation 3. Final Fantasy XIV will definitely be surviving another generation due to its popularity. And with that, Yoshida has expressed before that he has interest in upgrading the game's graphics. However, he said that there are two major barriers that prevent him from doing this. The first being the workflow for creating those graphics, and the second being everyone having the hardware to support them. With the advent of the PlayStation 5, now more than ever represents a great opportunity to take advantage of the graphical prowess. And honestly, they don't really have to do anything extreme, but just some high resolution textures for character models would do a lot for this game. In either case, for my own Final Fantasy XIV update, I've just beat the main scenario of A Realm Reborn, and I'm doing all the patch content between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, all 100 of them. So it's going to take me a while, but I am playing on the Excalibur server, which is on the Primal Data Center, for those who are interested in tracking me down in the game. So Ultima Weapons, would you be interested in playing Final Fantasy XIV on your PlayStation 5? Subscribe, click the bell icon, and let me know in the comments below. And if you value the content on this channel, be sure to check out the Patreon for the Night Sky Prince. Incredible people like CreepGH are the foundation of support for me, and would help keep this channel alive. Thank you so much. Shout out to CreepGH and the rest of the Ultima community.